This is the Stylus Pro. It's got two heat settings and an off. See the little red light goes off? The boost settings just for the bigger tips. And all the tips you can see are here. There's lots available. The three that come with it, the drawing tip, brush head and the oblong. I did this picture this morning on the compact hot plate and I left this edge under the heatproof tape. So I'm just going to take a couple of colours, show you how the stylus works. And that slot there is filling up with wax and then I can draw a line. So I can draw down here and I can make a nice line all the way down. I can also make spots. Cleaning, just wipe it out on a piece of tissue. If you want to be thorough, take some clear wax, and you'll get all the wax out. You can also shade, so if I take some white wax and put it in here, this brown will mix with it. I could put some little white spots or browny white spots around it. So you can embellish your artwork using the stylus. Basically, it makes lines and spots and allows shading. I want to change the tip. Switch it off. It's still hot, mind, but if you take a tissue, grip really firmly and then turn the handle, the tip will come off. This one's still cold, and just turn it back the other way. Till it's tight, and the cable will then not be all ravelled up. Switch it back on, and you're ready to go. Using an A5, I want to show you how to create a background. So I'm just going to put some colour on, but I'm not going to cover the whole of the iron. Normally, you probably think I do. But here I can just put the iron down and lift it, and it'll leave some areas uncovered. One little tip is that if you want to have an area like this coloured, you can just use your finger to smudge the colour. Like that. The star that I put onto the Stylus Pro is now warm, so I can take that and just place it and lift, place it and lift. So I can start adding decoration just by using this existing shape. You can wriggle with it as well, you don't have to always just use it as a star. Where there's no wax, nothing happens. This is the regular single heat stylus, and I've got it fitted with a brush tip. So now when I touch the brush down on here, and the same thing is true for the Stylus Pro, I can melt the wax that's there and start moving it around. I can melt it into the block and make a flower. Cleaning, just put it down onto the tissue and pull. Using the drawing tip, I can just follow lines, make this into a landscape. Just using the little birds suddenly makes it somewhere to go. Or I could just make it into an abstract. There's so much you can do using the stylus. Remember shading. The colours mix. Metallics always add a bit of sparkle. Just following the line that's already there. And a little dragonfly. And if you've got a compact hot plate, remember it's powered by the iron. Then you just put it down. And of course you could put this on there. A little bit of clear wax just to stick it down. And this will now become liquefied. You can just keep on working and working. There's no rights, no wrongs, just what feels good. A little palette knife can be quite handy if you've got one, just to help you lift it off. Roughly clean the hot plate. Of course you can put colours straight onto the hot plate. And then take a card. Use a pad to just press it down. And then pick up a corner and lift it up. It's another way of creating a background. Of course, whilst the colour's there, you might as well do more than one. You can twiddle it around and then pull it up. Another way of creating a background. Of course, you can use the iron now. So I can get rid of this at the bottom, for instance. Do my normal dabbing. Maybe wipe some colour away. It's not quite warm enough. Just warm it back up. If you want more colour, just wipe it on. And then we can take the stylus to add in a little castle, for instance. Blend it in at the bottom. And all I'm doing here is closing the space. Stylus Pro, scriber, the iron and the compact hot plate.